This week I wanted to look at some discarding problems for declarer. Discarding when you're a defender is extra hard, of course, but even as declarer there are often situations where you need to give some careful thought as to what you're going to discard in different situations. Let's have a look at a few of these. Let's suppose you've opened Onenote Trump, that's a weak no trump 12 to 14 with a balanced hand, and that's passed out. So West leads the Queen of Spades, and immediately you can see you are possibly a bit vulnerable in spades. But let's have a count of our top tricks, which are 2 hearts and 2 clubs. We have 4 definite top tricks on this hand. We hope to make as many diamonds as we can, and that's a thought we need to keep in mind as the opponents are playing spades. Now, the first decision to be made is whether to play the king at trick 1. The Queen of Spades is probably top of a sequence, so probably East over here has got the ace, and we're probably not going to make it. It is possible that that's top of an internal sequence headed by the ace, queen, jack, let's say. In that case, it will pay to play the king here, but as it turns out, East wins the ace and carries on with that suit. So they play a spade back, and this is the time we are going to refer to our plan, and we're going to try to keep as many diamonds as we can in order to make as many tricks there as we can. So we're going to discard the other suits as they continue to play spades. Maybe discard a heart there. They keep going, maybe a club there, and a heart from our hand. And they've got another spade, and we're going to have to discard here. And here, whatever we discard is probably going to mean we're going to make one fewer trick. We need to think about what's going to happen when we do gain the lead here, that we'll want to get back to dummy with the ace of hearts so that we can run the diamonds as a left. So let's discard something else, maybe a club there, maybe a heart from our hand. And now the opponents, finally they've run out of spades, and we're going to win this one. Of course, you need to think about that entry to dummy, so let's win that one with a king, and then go about playing the diamonds. Start with a short suit, the high card from the short suit, the king there. Okay, if the opponents win, let me win that. We'll carry on with diamonds. We're going to keep playing diamonds until they take their ace, but then no matter what they do, we can win the club and cross back to dummy to at least make our contract of 7 tricks. Let's bring up the 4 hands, and you can see that they got off to a good lead there of the Queen of Spades. Some people with this hand make the mistake of leading 4th highest, the 8. That would have possibly led to another trick for us, because if we played low on that, East would have had to play the ace in order to win that trick, or we could have won the trick with the 10. So they defended well. Let's have a look at another one. Again, we're in Onenote Trump here, and the opponents lead the King of Spades, and again we can see we're in trouble in spades. Before we go on though, let's count our top tricks. We have 6 top tricks, don't we? 2 hearts, 2 diamonds and 2 clubs. The opponents are going to start cashing spades, and what we need to think about is which is the suit that's most likely to provide us at least one more trick. So take a look at the hands, pause the video if you need to, and I think you can see that diamonds is by far the best chance here. We have 8 diamonds, so if the diamonds divide evenly 3-2, or even if they don't and someone discards from a 4-card suit, we have a good chance to make an extra trick there. So we're going to bear that in mind as we play to the spade. So, okay, they've overtaken with the ace, played another spade back, and they keep playing spades now. So we're going to make sure we discard something other than diamonds here. So let's discard maybe a heart. They keep going. Maybe discard a club there, a heart there. And they've still got another one. So maybe discard a club from each hand. We're keeping 4 diamonds in each hand, and that makes it easiest to take a total of 3 tricks there. So whatever they play now, we can win that one. And now we're just hoping that the diamonds divide evenly. Let's suppose we play the ace and the king. If everyone follows, we're now in good shape. We can play a 3rd diamond, which they win. But whatever they return, we've got 1 good diamond and 2 good clubs at the end. Again, that leads to exactly 7 tricks. Let's rewind the hand, and you can have a look at that hand there and see that the diamonds were the best chance there. Okay, let's try another one. This time we opened 1 heart with the south hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, sorry, 14 points. Your partner just bid 2 hearts there. 6 to 9 points. 14 points is not probably going to be enough for a game there. So even if your partner's got 9, that's only 23. You might also look at the losers on this hand. That might encourage you to bid a bit more aggressively here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a possible loser in clubs. So if you were to treat it as 5 losers, you might invite or go for game here. Otherwise, I think you just settle for 2 hearts. But that doesn't end the auction. West, even though they passed originally, are now doubling. Okay, because after 2 hearts, they're in the pass-out seat. That means that 2 hearts would be the final contract. So they reopen with a double, and North takes the pressure off you by bidding 3 hearts themselves. So the opponent's double has done the job from their point of view. They've pushed you up 1 level higher than you were going to settle at. And the opponent's lead the 10 of spades. So this time in a suit contract, we're going to be thinking about discards that we can make here. So let's count our losers to start with. In spades, we've got 1 loser. In hearts, we've got 10 trumps, but we expect to lose 2 tricks unless they crash their ace and king. So 1 spade, 2 hearts. We've got 1 diamond loser and 1 possible club loser. That's a total of 5 losers if we lose all those. So we may be 1 level too high here. Let's suppose we play a spade honor. East takes the ace. And I think you can see that East is unlikely to carry on with spades here, because he can see the king, queen in dummy. He's probably going to lead something else, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he leads a club, leading into dummy's weakness from his point of view. Now, we could try the club finesse here, but if it fails, we're going to be defeated in all likelihood. We'll lose 5 tricks. There's another option here, which is to make use of that king, queen of spades in order to discard a loser. So that's what we're going to do here. We'll take the ace here, okay, and now we're going to not draw trumps right away. If we do, the opponents will be able to cash a club. We need to get rid of that queen of clubs right away by crossing over to the queen of spades and cashing the king, on which of course we're going to discard a possible loser of the queen. Once we've done that, now we can draw trumps. Okay, everyone's followed to that first round. If you want to double check, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. There's 1 heart out and it's the ace. So that's it as far as you're concerned. There's no need to draw that. We're just going to go about our business. If they play a club now, we'll rough that one And now we'll just play on diamonds. Okay, if they play another club, we'll ruff that. And now you can see dummies just got trumps left, so we're going to make all those except, of course, for the ace of hearts. Okay, and we'll make our 9 tricks there. All right, so let's just have a look at the 4 hands there. If you stop to have a look at it, you can see that West didn't have much there to double on. He was bidding in the pass-out seat, bidding on the assumption that his partner must have something if they're about to settle in 2 hearts. And if you look at this hand, you can actually see that he could have made 2 spades. So you did well to keep bidding. All right, let's try one more. This time we're playing again in the suit contract. We open 2 spades. That's a weak 2. And let's suppose West doubles. That's the take-up. Now, should North go on here? Well, you've got 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points. You've got quite good spades to support your partner's weak 2. You have 9 trumps. This is a kind of hand where you might be asking for a feature. Even if it gets doubled, you can still use a 2-no trump feature request to see if your partner's got a feature that's a side ace or king. And if they can still bid 3 diamonds, that's their suit, you can still show that feature, even though it is a feature. It's quite a nice hand because of that void, although it is a minimum in terms of points. So 3 hearts there shows ace or king, and maybe North will go to 4 spades on this hand. All right, let's suppose the opponent's lead a diamond, which was the suit that he's bid. Let's stop and look at the North-South hands, and again try and make a plan from declarer's point of view. How many spade losers have you got? 1 there. How many heart losers? In your hand you've got 2 heart losers. How many diamond losers have you got? Well, you've got a bunch of diamond losers. You might be thinking about roughing those. And you've got no club losers. In fact, you've got the ace-king of clubs, which will provide 2 more tricks. And it's not a bad idea to think about what you're going to play on the ace-king of clubs. It gives you a chance to throw away 2 losers. And the losers I think I want to discard are the 2 hearts. If I can discard those 2 heart losers, the 9 and 4, on the ace-king of clubs, my only losers now, apart from a spade, are in diamonds. And my plan is to ruff 2 diamonds in dummy. If I can do that, I'll only lose 1 diamond and 1 spade. So let's see if we can do that. Suppose you win the first trick with the ace of diamonds. And remember, our plan on this hand was to ruff diamonds. So let's lead another diamond, which they win. And the defense should be thinking what? Well, I'd be thinking, why is declarer playing this way? Presumably he has diamonds to ruff. So East should really be playing a trump here. So they play a trump, West wins the ace, and West carries on with another spade. So they're found a very good defense there. They've drawn 2 rounds of trumps, and that's cut down on my ability to ruff diamonds. Okay, in fact, that's all the trumps gone now, 8, 9, so I've won with the queen. I still have 1 trump in dummy, so I can at least ruff 1 diamond. But they've been very clever and stopped me ruffing both. So I've won the king of spades. All the trumps are gone, so maybe I'll just cash my ace and king of clubs, discarding 2 losers from my hand. And it's a good idea at this point to maybe come back to your hand and hope that the opponents are going to discard the wrong thing here. What I'm going to do is play off all my trumps here, and hopefully the opponents won't know whether to hang on to diamonds or whether to hang on to hearts. If we expose the four hands at this point, you can see East should keep the Queen of Diamonds, but they might not be quite sure what to discard here, and you put the pressure on them by leading all your trumps and keeping the lead in your hand so they don't know what you're going to lead on the 13th trick. As it is, they can hold you to 10 tricks if they keep their Queen of Diamonds. So those were some example hands of situations involving discards by declarer. You can see all my YouTube videos on my homepage YouTube, which is Tony's Store Bridge Class. So thank you to all of those of you who've commented or sent me emails about it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video.